All right, Samori Benjamin here with St. Louis Cardinals outfielder Jordan Walker. Jordan, thanks for joining me, man.
Of course, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great meeting you. And I know that you're a very talented ball player. You're very tall, and I know you're from the Georgia area. And you know what's interesting, man? Like I know there's a lot of black young talent in your area of Atlanta, Georgia. I've met a lot of you all.
Yeah.
Victor Scott, your
Vic,
teammate is from here as well. I interviewed him last year.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's not a lot of blacks playing baseball throughout the country, but a lot where you're from.
Right.
Well, growing up in the Atlanta area, what was that like?
It was crazy, man. I mean, a lot of them in the show, they're older than me, man. I actually grew up watching them play at different tournaments, man. So that was a surreal feeling. A lot of my teammates, actually, they're in college right now, too, playing ball. They're going to be in professional baseball real soon. Got to play with them, too, man. It's an unreal feeling, man. It feels good to see, more of us around. So hope to keep it going, man.
Yeah, one guy who's from your area, and I think about him because he almost went to Duke to play basketball. That's Will Benson.
Yeah.
And I know you almost went there to play baseball. So Will Benson is somebody, he's around your height, too, so that came to mind.
Yeah.
But, I mean, were you aware of the decline of the African-American player in the major league when you were a kid, or do you not?
No, I was just playing ball, man. I wasn't quite aware of it. Yeah, as a kid.
Like I said, there's so many black kids playing from where you're from, so you probably didn't even realize that. But I mean, growing up, were you a fan of other sports as well? I'm sure you probably
basketball, man. Yeah, I was a hooper when I was little. I saw I was a lot better at baseball than I was at basketball, man. So I gave basketball up. But if I wasn't playing baseball, I definitely would have kept going to basketball for sure.
Were you a fan of the Atlanta Hawks?
Oh yeah, I went to plenty of Hawks games growing up. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Did you have a favorite player?
Yeah, I grew up Jeff Teague, Kent Bazemore, even back to Joe Johnston and Josh Smith, man. So man. I like watching them play.
Those guys were all really great and fun to watch. And Jeff Teague is out now on social media a lot doing And how about football?
Football, I never got into football, man. Even from really young, I want to play. Mom didn't finally let me play in high school, but man, I wasn't really going for it in high school, man. I was with basketball and baseball.
Well, that's a smart decision because obviously it worked out. Football is a very dangerous, rough sport. So basketball. How far did you get in basketball?
No, just to high school, man. Okay. After high school, even during high school, I quit during then. Because once I started, getting recruited for baseball or anything like that, I put all my focus in there. I didn't want anything to happen because I probably, with the amount of training I was doing, I was not going to go anywhere with basketball, man. So I just went ahead and stopped that and just focused on baseball, man, for sure.
Now, you played third base coming up?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so how was it playing the hot corner?
It was good, man. It was definitely hot, man. It was close to the plate, man. I liked it, though. Being in the infield, it was cool, man, making those plays, but definitely, it was definitely cool.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned all the black ball players that I met from the area. A lot of white ball players who are talented too, just all kind of talented ball players from where you're from. So, just growing up, junior high school, what was it like playing against so much talent down there?
It was crazy, man. I think that really was what helped me get ready. As close as you can for professional baseball. I think nothing really prepares you for professional baseball. It's just such a hard sport, man. But I mean, I think I got the best of the best, playing in Georgia, man. Those kids they had arms, man. They had talent, man. Like you didn't get that in other places other than like Florida, maybe Texas. But Georgia was definitely one of those hot spots, man. I was lucky to play there.
Yeah, I'm sure you had a lot of fun playing because you were a first-round pick out of high school. Yeah. You're a big guy, so I know you did a lot of damage to those pitchers, man. So, I mean, what are some of your best memories about playing baseball as a kid and then in high school? Yeah,
man, I think it was really just playing with my boys that I went to school with, man. High school, man, we would hang out all day, do school, and after that, it was grind time on the baseball field, man. I think, those car rides to the field, those post-game dinners afterwards, or you can go to McDonald's or Wendy's or something like that. Those were really the good moments, man. I missed those moments, but I get to make them, with the big league club for sure.
I saw that you almost went to Duke before you got your first-round selection. So, what was the process like? Why was Duke interesting to you and that?
Yeah, man, they had a good program, man. A lot of guys I was recruited with, really good guys, man. Really talented players. Also, the coaching staff. Man, it was unbelievable. I went on there to visit, made me feel loved, made me feel welcome, and that's just the place I wanted to be, going out of high school, going to college.
And I know that you were drafted in 2020, so that was COVID. You probably did not even have a high school season, right?
Yeah. That 12th grade season, man, I got cut short, for sure.
It got cut short, wow.
It was about what? I don't even know, about like 10, 12 games. They got cut short after that.
Okay, so then everything stops, and then the baseball draft comes in June and you get selected in the first round. I think number 21, is that it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what did that feel like?
Man, unbelievable, man. I mean, to get drafted is an unreal feeling. To go that high, man, super special. I celebrated with my family, obviously during COVID, just my family, but man, it was great. It was a really good feeling for sure.
So now you made the minor leagues. It's tough. You made it through there in about 3 years or so. And I know you made the Futures game in 2022.
Yeah.
So what was that like when you got a chance to probably the whole 2020 season not even playing, then 2021, and then by 2022 you make the Futures game?
Man, that was crazy, man. I mean, seeing all those guys from all over the place. I mean, even outside the country, man, just come over, play baseball, man, top of the top talent. I mean, it felt like that's the doorstep of the big leagues for sure. And I mean, that was a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of good people over there.
Yeah, that was in LA. That was my first time to Dodger Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
I was back last year, too, for the World Series.
Yes, sir.
That was kind of painful for me.
Oh, you a Yankees fan?
Yeah. But it's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next year, you make the opening day roster in 2023. So how did it feel to go through spring training and to get the opening day nod so young?
Unbelievable, man. I mean, it's my dream to always be in the big leagues. So, doing it at that point in my career, that point in my life, man, I mean, I couldn't have had it any other way.
Nice, man. And I know you started off very hot in April. You had a 12-game hitting streak early in your career, so that must have felt great. I know that you were the youngest player to have a 12-game hitting streak since like 1912. So how did it feel just to get off to such a really great start so young?
Yeah, man. I mean, this game's hard. You got to take all the accomplishments as you could, man. I went in there. I wanted to get hits. I wanted to be aggressive. I wanted to drive the ball, try to get on base, obviously to score and win the game, man. So being able to do that, it was super cool. And getting hits is fun. So that's what the game hitting's about for sure.
No doubt. And baseball, unlike the other sports, is the minor league system and all that. So even though you went to big league club, sometimes you may have to go back down to the minors. So I know you went back down to the minors before the month even ended after a 12-game hitting streak. So I mean, how was that dealing with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough, man. Obviously, once you get there, you don't want to go back down. This is the dream. Everybody wants to play in the big leagues. It was definitely my dream. So, definitely, I guess, got to put more work in, try to stay here. That's the goal, stay in the big leagues, succeed in the big leagues. So definitely it was a little tough, but, you got to work through it.
Yeah, sure. And the minor leagues is something that, guys, it's not easy to get through that. So you've had to, you went to the minor leagues, got through it fast, then had to go back down for a little bit.
Yeah.
So how has it been just trying to go down there and stay in the fight and prove yourself and get back here?
That's what it is. I mean, you got to work hard for the dream, man. It's not always going to be super smooth, super clean. There's always going to be bumps in the road, to be honest with you. I think I knew that coming in. So, I mean, just it's my dream, man. I got to fight for it, and that's what I did.
Growing up, did you have any favorite players in baseball?
Yeah, I grew up Braves fan, so I like watching Jason Hayward debut for sure, and then I also like watching Chipper Jones play third base, man. So, yeah, absolutely.
Now you had to go from third base to the outfield.
Right.
So, at what point in your minor league career did that happen, and how has the adjustment been?
Yeah, I was in 2022, halfway through the year. I think after the Futures game, they asked if I can get some reps in the outfield. I was like, yeah, put me out there, and ever since then I've been learning, doing my best to try to read the angles, read the ball, and get as good as I can out there, and hopefully one of these days want to go glove.
Yeah, because you were drafted to this organization where Nolan Arenado's here, so faster for you to get to the bigs playing outfield.
Right.
Yeah. So just what was the biggest difference, I guess, from when you first got to the minors at the high school, the biggest difference in the competition, and then the biggest difference from minor leagues to the major leagues?
They threw a lot harder than they did in high school. They had the ball was moving a lot more. And once you get to professional baseball, the command wasn't quite there in low A and things like that. You start to see it better in double A and triple A. But the big leagues, I mean, they throw hard, it moves a lot, and they can command it. So definitely a big difference from just low A to the big leagues, and then the difference from high school to low A was definitely probably the speed and the movement for sure.
Just got about 3 more for you.
Yeah.
It was Jackie Robinson Day a couple of days ago. So what was that like to be able to play on that day and wear number 42?
I mean, that was special, man. I mean, he's the reason I play the game today. He's the reason I can play the game today. So obviously it's always special when I get to do it, represent, you know what I'm saying? So definitely really cool.
Do you remember kind of some of the things that you heard about him as a kid coming up?
Yeah, my granddad was a huge fan, big fan of him.
Wow.
And then he He was actually the coach of my first team, the Black Yankees, back in Atlanta.
Wow.
And so yeah, I mean, truly, I think I learned everything about him from my dad or my granddad. So I mean, definitely, they taught me well for sure.
It's very cool. You all had a Black Yankees team in the league in Atlanta. It's very cool.
Right.
I have a Black Yankee shirt at home.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's dope. So Victor Scott, another Afro-American player. You two are the only two on the team. What's it like? I met him last year, interviewed him. What's it like getting a chance to play in the outfield and come up with him in some of the minor leagues?
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable, man. That boy, he can go out and get that ball, man. Unreal. I mean, he's a leader, out in that outfield, man. It's cool to play with, have him out there in the outfield with me. I learned a lot from him defensively, offensively, just all around, man. He can steal some bags as well. So he's just a complete player, man. I'm excited to keep playing with him for sure.
I know last year Willie McGee was here on your coaching staff.
Right.
What was it like to get a chance to learn from another former great Cardinal outfielder?
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable, man. I mean, he's open book, man, super knowledgeable. You just don't get chances like that very often, man. So whenever I get a chance, listen, he'll sit you down. You listen to him, man. It's unbelievable, truly.
Okay, last one for you. It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of talented teammates over your life from the time you were a kid, high school, minor leagues, and now. So who's the most talented player you've ever played with? Talented
player. I'd say like the most toolsy player I've played with, just all around. I would say Mason. You watch him at BP. He has pop. He has sneaky pop, fast runner, great defender, good arm. You know what I'm saying? Like good IQ, good baseball IQ, man. I think that he's probably the most talented person I play with. For sure.
Mason Wynn.
Yeah, talented.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very
toolsy for sure.
Very good one. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll hear some guys say you because you have a lot of tools yourself. Jordan, man, I appreciate you. You're very young, doing your thing. Folks, Cardinals outfielder Jordan Walker. Jordan, man, great meeting you, and thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, man.
All right, folks, we're back.